Milk, we can't guarantee. Cheese is bad, don't disagree. Butter, ew, like high key. Forced to be dairy-free.
Hello, I'm back. Welcome back to Forced to Be Dairy Free. Today, we'll be making venison curry. Make sure you get us to 50 subscribers so we can teach you how to make dairy-free and healthy creme brulee.
Alright, so two things. You said I'm back. We're a team, so we're back.
We're back.
And also, it's dairy-free creme brulee, but not necessarily healthy. There's quite a bit of sugar in it, just let you know.
It has raspberry stuff.
Yes, and sugar. But it is dairy-free.
Yes.
And this is venison curry recipe, but of course you don't have to use venison, you can use beef. And the venison that we're using, this is actually the round steak. So this is coming from the rump. And I've already diced it up, cubed this up. Go through the other ingredients that we have. I have my cracked pepper, my kosher salt, extra virgin olive oil. I have 8 cups of broth, beef broth. I'm not gonna need to use all the beef broth. I'm making sure I have enough. I have 1 red onion, some flour, 3/4 cup of flour. I have an Indian curry. Again, this is an Indian curry dish, so it's not the Thai, Indian curry. And then I also have some ground cloves and a little bit of plant butter.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
What other ingredients do we have out here, Cameron, so I don't miss them?
We have brown instant rice.
Brown instant rice. That was the only brown rice that was left in the grocery store during these crazy times. And I used about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to get that hot. And while that is getting hot, I am going to go ahead and I am going to put my cracked pepper. It's crazy outside. The crazy game of what's going on, badminton or croquet.
Badminton, and then our neighbors are playing it too.
You know, I don't like croquet anymore, Cameron.
Why? Because you lost today because I got you out?
Well, you're a chicken.
No, I wasn't.
Whatever.
I went after you.
You went after me because I went after you and made it a close shot for you because I was getting sick of chasing after you in croquet.
I was just going to chase.
All right, whatever.
Why not? Let's not get this stuff into our channel.
So I did the pepper, I did some kosher salt. Now I'm going to get just enough flour there, not even 1/4 of a cup, to where I can just get this to where it's going to brown a little bit and also thicken the sauce. How's my oil coming, Cameron?
Good.
Whoops. All right, get that good and mixed together. This is one of those, I'm going to tell you, so this is one of those sit around dishes. So we're going to get it started and then we're going to sit around and let it cook for about 1.5 hours.
Yes.
Not sit around, I'll go and do other things, right?
Same.
So you want to prepare accordingly. When you get these onions, go ahead and lost an onion,
Yes.
toss it aside.
Yes.
Get these onions kind of mixed amongst this red onion.
Yeah.
This is a dish I used to make this all the time, especially in college, but I thought it was so tasty. Back in that day, I wouldn't go through the effort of my roux and the broth. My quick and easy was a cream and mushroom soup, which was tasty. It was not healthy. And what else, Cameron?
Well, there's people walking in right now. So
What else?
sorry for
What
that.
else? What else?
What else?
So it wasn't healthy with the cream and mushroom. What else wasn't it?
Didn't get a lot of views.
Dairy free.
Oh.
Cream and mushroom made it not dairy free. And actually, this way is much better. So my oil is hot. And you go ahead and add my venison and my onion. And get it down and dirty in this. Get it spread around in my pan. And again, that's on a very high heat. I'm going to cook that to where it just gets nice and dark brown. All right, we've seared one side of the steak and I already flipped it, so I'm on the other side. Now I'm just going to give it a stir, scrape up all that flour from the pan.
All right, guys.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
I have a joke for you.
You want to wait a second
Sure.
for your joke?
Yeah, I guess.
Please.
Yes.
So while I'm turning that and browning that, we're not going to cook this all the way through. I'm going to add a heaping a heaping tablespoon of plant butter. So that's not too bad. What, a tablespoon of plant butter, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So not a whole lot of fat in that. And then I also, with the beef broth, and so Frankenstein come up the stairs?
What?
Did Frankenstein come up the stairs?
I don't know who that.
It's like Herman Munster. All right, now what's your joke?
Okay. What does a nosy pepper do?
What?
Gets jalapeno business. Get it? Jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno business.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That is not too bad.
I'm kind of snazzy like that.
All right, you want me to pour?
Sure, all of it.
Or you rather dance all the time?
All
Just go slow. Slow with the pour. I'll tell you if you can go a little faster. Yeah, into the pan. A little faster. As she's pouring that in, I still have this on the high heat. And I'm scraping all the pieces at the bottom. Okay, slow down. Stop for a second. I'm like, make sure I get this. Wow, there's a party going on. We're not invited.
I know.
I tell you what. Why are we more popular?
Excluded.
Are you popular?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not helping me any.
Sorry.
All right. Okay,
Rock.
got 4 more in. How's it feeling? How much we have left?
Just a little bit.
Okay, finish her off. Well, that's quite a bit.
Not really.
All right, so that was 4 cups of beef broth, and that was 1.5 pounds of the round steak that I had in. And by looking at it, that's going to be plenty. It's pretty thin right now, but it's going to thicken up. And I'm going to go ahead and add. Where did you go?
Right here.
Oh.
Right here.
Man, are you shrinking?
Oh.
All right, so I have my ground cloves. I'm going to put in, not a ton, that's pretty strong stuff there. So that's about 1/2 teaspoon of the ground cloves.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And again, I'm still going at a high heat here. I want to get it some bubbly. And then I have some curry powder. This is not any kind of fancy curry powder by any means. And it's definitely not that spicy. Depending on your spice, there's a lot of different powders out there. And this is also the yellow curry. Also, the red curry, I probably like a little bit better. But for the curry venison, I usually do the yellow. I like the color of it. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And I'll adjust this. That's enough for now, and I can add some more curry at the end when I'm tasting it.
Speak up, sir.
Am I too quiet?
Yeah.
Now mumbling?
Yeah.
All right. I can add some more curry at the end. I'll taste it and see how it tastes. All right?
Yes.
Thank you. Now you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Make me spiff me up, Cameron.
Spiff you up?
Yeah, spiff me up. Make me spiffy.
Okay.
That's what you're good at. All right, so we're gonna get that to a boil. Once I get it to a boil, and it's starting to come, and it just thickens a tad, then I'm gonna turn it down to a low heat, and I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna cook it for 1.5 hours. So it's kind of a late dinner for us. We might want to make sure to start on time and not get caught up in a game of getting whooped in croquet.
Yep.
All right, everything is ready. It's cooked for 1.5 hours. I already cooked my brown rice. I'll say a couple things about the curry, so I lied just a little bit. So it took a little, I didn't just leave it alone. You forget how much sometimes you have to work on these things. So about halfway in, after 45 minutes, I realized it wasn't getting as thick as I wanted. So I took off the top, and I let the last 45 minutes, I let it cook without the top on. And I also noticed that I probably put in a tad more ground cloves than I wanted. So again, I really encourage to go light on the ground cloves. About 1/8 teaspoon would be about right for this quantity. So to help with that, I added some more curry and I added some more salt and just tested it every 10 minutes or so and just kind of to see how it came together. The ground cloves is good, but you'll have that taste and it tastes good. And then you'll walk away, and after 20 seconds, you have an aftertaste. So you just want to be careful. Your ground cloves are very strong, very strong. but still good, and the sauce thickened up nicely. I kind of worked with the heat a little bit. I turned it up just a tad, and I scraped the bottom a couple times to keep the flour and all the things on the bottom of the pan mixed with the sauce to keep it thickened up. So it is time for serving, and I am starving. This is later than we usually like to eat, Cameron.
Yeah.
Get that good stir around, and the meat is nice and tender now. Now that was the big part. 2 reasons why I wanted to cook it as long as I did. One is because with that round steak, sometimes it's a little bit tougher. And 2 is I want that sauce, all the flavor to go in, and for it to thicken up a tad.
Oh my gosh.
So it's very good. Bon appetit.
Yes. Hopefully you can see that.
Sure, they can.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it'll be good.
Yeah.
Great venison curry.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video. Bye, guys!
Bye.